Welcome here to African Stages. This is the Story Powering Our Youth event. And so we're going to start right now, and I'm going to start by introducing our board member. We're so privileged to have Mrs. Egbike with us. Round of applause.
Okay, and I want to welcome everybody here this morning or this afternoon. The children from our community have been working very, very hard, and so we're looking forward to this presentation. What I want to say is that over the years I have gotten to know the richness of story within the continental African context, and so those stories are so very, very, very rich and powerful, and everybody has a story. And so what is so fascinating about this experience is that it is the aspect of you being able to tell stories as a whole, but also putting your own story into this presentation. So I am looking forward to hearing your story, and I'm looking forward to putting my story into your story, and everybody has a story. So I look forward to this time together of sharing with one another in story form. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my Peking. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. These youth, I'm proud of them, as I'm proud of all the youths who have passed through our programs. Many of these youths have passed through this same program using the African artistic culture to teach our children, to empower them, and to make them successful in life. Before we came here, we have a great African philosopher among us here, whom people don't know. His name is Dr. Chris Egbike. He was feeding them with sayings and words of wisdom, which I'm sure they will always cherish for life. My happiness in doing all this is that many of those who have passed through our programs, about 90% of them, if not more, have been to college and finished college and are gainfully employed. That is always our goal, that they should be somebody in life. We thank God for that, and I'm very happy for that. They are going to do what they can. Out of them, many of the things we are doing, some of them came up with it, and we developed them. Thank you very much. And we're talking about one of our the one before this group. She's now in college. Her name is Where are you now?
I finished college.
What's your name again?
Claudine.
Claudine. Thank you very much. And I wish you all happy event, happy evening. And stay blessed.
And enjoy success stories. Nice to meet you, Claudine. So before the advent of computer games and DSI and all those ways, we used to have what they call moonlight stories games. So the youth are going to demonstrate some African moonlight stories right now. Thank you.
We have 3 short moonlight tales from my own culture, 2 from my culture, and 1 from the culture I grew in, the Yoruba culture in Nigeria, and 2 from the Edo culture. Obubu no vikodo, obubu no vikodo, obubu no vikodo, obubu no vikodo, Ayamelo Tolongo. When I say Shosho Furubale once, twice, you go down. On the third one, if you talk or you go down, you are out. Okay? Let's go. Join the circle. Ayamelo Tolongo, Aye Tolongo.
Hi, my name is Joy Richu and I'm from Kenya. I've been in Canada for about 2 years now, and this is my story. I came to African Stages looking for a place where Africans can come together and unite and hear each other's stories and talk and relate. And I was looking for that because I felt that it's sometimes more important for Africans as one to unite before we can look for ways that, you know, put us apart from other groups. And so this experience where we got to build each other's stories and listen and perform, it was not only empowering, but then it led to the creation of a community, which is something that I felt was very important and I'm really grateful for.
Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. You missed the good old days instead of sitting by yourself and playing your Wii all alone. It's such a lonely world nowadays. But anyhow, the next item here is the Forum Theater. The youth are going to tell their stories and they're going to act it out. These are real life stories, so it really means a lot to the youth. And so if you feel really strongly about what they're acting, feel free to just hands up, intervene. You be part of the story and change the story around the way you think it should go. So please watch the skit. It's real life stories by the youth from them, and intervene. We need you to participate. Thank you.
I will facilitate the story as it unfolds. It's called Forum Theater. So it's not like the main stage theater where everybody sits back and watches, but you can participate in it like she said, and I will facilitate it. The stories are stories told by the youth, by themselves, which were turned into skits and which we will develop on the stage.
Hello, my name is Josephine Niyabuhungiro. I live in Vancouver, BC, originally from Burundi, and I'm in grade 11. This is my story. Long ago, when I was first new into Canada, my sister and I didn't have a very good vocabulary with English. She was playing at the park with the other children when one of the kids fell, and my sister went to her and said, "Oh, I'm sorry," but what she actually meant was pole, which means, which is another way to say, "I hope you feel better," or "I'm sorry," but it's kind of to hope, "I hope you feel better." But the young girl took that as "Oh, you pushed me." So she went to tell the principal, and my sister got in trouble. So as you can see, there's a language barrier, and some immigrant children can get in trouble very easily because of their language. So we just need to take them, be patient with them, and try to understand them.
Ow, my leg. It hurts.
Pole.
What?
Pole.
I'm in pain. Get help quick. And what are you saying?
No English, no English.
said pull it, which means she is sorry.
She's sorry that she pushed me.
No, she didn't push you. You tripped and fell. I saw it all from afar.
And why is she saying sorry she didn't push me?
Pole.
That's it. It's always short like that. They have done it once. They are going to go through it a second time. And as they are going through it this time, if you feel strongly about something, you can say stop. And you come and replace anybody there. Or you just be a bystander, and then you can talk and say something. Telling us if there's a problem there, giving us the solution. Okay?
Ow, my leg.
Pole.
What?
Pole.
I'm in pain. Get help quick. And what are you saying?
Me, no English. No.
She said pull it, which
Stop.
means...
Stop. Okay, the first person is always the most courageous.
I'm just gonna be a bystander. Can you start from
Speak
Pole?
out loud.
I'm just gonna be a bystander, so can you start from Pole?
Pole.
What?
Me, no English.
She said
Pull it.
pull it, which means she is sorry.
Can't you see by the way she's trying to help you that she means sympathy? She's not trying to hurt you.
The person, the oppressor, what did you find? What happened to you there? When you found somebody coming in to say something you didn't think about?
Not really like noticing that she's like kind of saying like, are you okay?
Okay, now she understands that she was saying it's okay. So sometimes when somebody is maltreated, it's not good to just pass by and watch and pass like it's not a problem. The bystander can do something useful. Thank you very much. So any other person? Okay, now we go on to, we go to the next kit, which is in the hallway. Thank you.
My name is Florence. I'm from Burundi. I'm 16 and I've been in Canada for 10 years. And this is my story. I was in my locker with my friends and a group of Caucasian kids came and sprayed perfume on us. And we told the principal, but they did not do anything about it. So we went to talk to the kids, but they didn't listen. No, they did at lunch. They just sprayed perfume on us over and over and over again. And they told us to go back where we came from, and like we were really hurt. So we went to talk to the principal and told them if they don't do anything about it, we will tell the school board. And they made a meeting, and we eventually all got together with the parents and we all talked. And this just ended about 2 months ago.
And so this story that we're about to see is what happened.
Yes.
Ew! It smells like black people!
Cute. First.
Now we go through it once more. All these things happened. They are not made up. So, okay. Once more and speak out loud.
Disgusting.
Smells like black people! Goodness!
Anybody? Nobody wants to stop them. Yes. You say stop.
Yes, I said stop.
Okay. Who do you want to replace? Bystander.
I'm just gonna be among them.
Bystander. Okay.
Somebody.
Ew! It smells like black people!
Wait, guys, how do black people smell?
Sick.
Well, okay. So you see that at times when people stand up for us, they bully or people who are nasty, they lose their power. And that's what happened there. Their smile just died down when she asked that question.
And the lack of answer to that question means that what you said is
It's not.
N-U-L-L.
No. Okay. Thank you. Let's go on. Any other question? Okay.
Hi,
My name is Whitney Agdebamiye. I'm 15 years old and I was born in Canada, although my background is Nigerian. We live in a world where people have this myth where all black people should have a certain kind of accent. And this is my story. I was in a classroom one day and I was talking to a friend of mine, and a few kids have passed by and they asked me why I don't have an accent like other blacks. Why should all blacks have an accent? Just because we're all black, it doesn't mean that we should all talk as one or as a certain way. Because African people talk like Africans and African American people talk differently. So I don't think all blacks should have an accent.
I'm looking for my binder. Where's my binder?
You're black. How come you don't have an accent like other blacks?
Okay, quiet. Settle down, class. Settle down.
Another time was when I joined the art class. I really love to draw. I really like to express my feelings through art, which is the reason why I took that class. But the teacher, the moment she saw me, the teacher just had this hate, this look. Though I was the only African in the class, but I've heard a few other African students who said, do not take her class. She is very rude to, African kids, but I did not believe that. So when I was in that class, we were doing art, and the teacher said that she did not like my art. And it was kind of strange for me because everybody loves my art. So at the end of the term, I ended up with actually 0%, which is very odd because she's supposed to count my attendance, my working habit, it was just very strange for me. And all my other classmates got like 80%, 75%. They had a great mark. Some of her excuses were the drawing was supposed to be faced this way or that way, which was very ridiculous for me. So what me and my friend decided to do was to draw the exact same picture and see what she would say. So we did it, and when she looked at the drawings, she said that I did it badly because of the coloring, the effort. She put my effort into it, but it was just very, very strange. And a lot of there's so many complaints. Other African children have so many complaints about that teacher, and I just felt very terrible. I don't feel like anybody needs to be treated that way.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Nelson.
I have your midterms back. You've all done so well.
Excuse me, Miss Nelson. This is the third time I'm giving this mark. Brittany copied my answer last week. Yes, she got 80% while I got 30%.
First off, young man, you need to learn to respect your elders. Secondly, your spelling is awful. You need to go back to the ESL class. Is that clear? Good.
Oh, come in.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Miss Nelson. I'm Miss Wellen, Naga's mother. So I'm here to see you because Naga has been complaining to me how you treat him different from the others. He said that when others commit an offense, you punish him the most than you punish the others. So I'm here to find out why.
Well, Miss Weena, it's because I've been to Africa. And in Africa, they punish anyone who offends. I'm only trying to be his mother, just as they do in Africa.
Well, in Africa, when you punish one, you punish all of the offenders.
But Miss Weena, I'm only trying to do it.
That's okay. I'm going to talk to the principal. What's wrong with this one?
We will take it again. We are going to rewind and act it again. Please feel free. I would like the young people all over the place to stop them and propose solutions for us. Okay? Yes.
My binder. I'm looking for my binder. Where is it?
You're black. How come you don't have an accent like other blacks?
Okay, settle down. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Nelson.
I have your midterms back. You all did so well.
Excuse me, Miss Nelson.
Yes.
Brittany copied my answer last week. Yet she got 80% while I got 30%.
First off, young man, you need to learn to respect your elders. Secondly, your spelling is awful. You need to go back to the ESL class. Is that clear?
Stop. Who says stop? Yes, somebody there can say stop.
Excuse me, Miss Nelson. He actually helped me on my assignment, and I got 80%. So I don't know why he get like a lot less than me.
Honest, how did you feel when your class when your student just stood up and talked?
I felt ashamed.
Oh, good. That's what we want to happen. People who do things like that. Okay.
Again, you see that the speechlessness
Yes.
nullified again, no.
Yes.
Earlier action. In other words, there was no substance in
Well,
discriminating against the boy.
Binta.
Yeah, by being mean to him, she didn't really she had no substance, and so she has been humiliated. That is really.
Let's move on from there. No. We are just where you are.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Miss Nelson, I'm Miss Wella, Naka's mother. So I'm here to see you because Naka's been complaining to me how you treat him different from the others. So it said that when you commit an offense, you punish him the most than you punish others. I'm here to find out why.
Well, Miss Weena, I've been to Africa. And, in Africa, they punish anyone who offends. I'm only trying to act like his mother, just as they do in Africa.
Well, in Africa, when you punish one, you punish all of the offenders.
But, Miss Weena...
You know what? Just gonna go talk to the principal, okay? What's in the worry this morning?
Stop. Two stops. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, I want to confirm one thing.
No. You act when you
okay.
get. Who
Yeah.
do you want to?
The woman. Like
Okay.
the mother.
Okay.
Right? This is a classroom. She's supposed to go to.
No, don't explain it until we are done. Okay, just act it the way he said. Okay? Just say, I'm Mr. Winner.
I'm Mr. Winner. I have some, talk with you. I want to talk with you and go somewhere. Okay. Instead of explaining in the present time.
Yes, one more stop, okay? Mrs. Winner.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Mrs. Winners.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. My son has been complaining about how you've been, marking him down, and I just want to know what the problem is.
Well, Mrs. Weena, it's because I've been to Africa. And in Africa, they punish anyone who offends. And so I'm only trying to act like his mother, just as they do in Africa.
But you should punish them the same way, not, punishing one and then leaving the others.
But, Miss Weena, I'm only trying to do as I saw it done in Africa.
Okay, you know what? I want to suggest that you let me have his scripts and the script of the individual that he helped and the individual teacher.
Or any other intervention? That's it. Okay.
You notice that in all these interventions, no weapon was raised, voice was not even raised. Even the last person that intervened spoke strongly for emphasis. There was no violent voice, there was no violent language. That is to say that we can actually speak to an issue without weapons, without violence, and it will be effective. So that's a message that I wanted to draw our attention to.
My name is Cheryl Olamujulo, and I'm originally from Nigeria. I live in Surrey, and I've been in Canada for 4 years. I'm 20 years of age, and I'm currently in college. This is my story. One day, my friends and I were at a shopping mall, and there was a lady that wanted to come help us. And so she took some of our clothes that we wanted to buy just to keep for us. And so while we continued shopping, and when we finished, she came back to us and we asked about our clothes that she had for us. And she said that she gave it to some other people because she didn't think that we had enough money to pay for it. And my friend was really upset because that was a stereotype. And we wanted to report it, but we just let it slide. I believe that no one deserves to go through that.
The mall, shopping mall.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you?
No, thanks.
Actually, I like this orange blouse. Can I keep it with you? Sure. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful orange blouse. Can I pay for it right now?
Sure. It comes to $9.99 including tax.
The blouse is really beautiful.
Thank you. Hi, can I get the blouse you kept for me?
I allowed someone else to buy it
Why?
because I know you guys won't be able to afford it.
How do you know we can afford it?
Are you speaking to yourself?
How do you know we can afford it?
Okay, now done. All right, we are going to repeat it again. Somebody actually went through this ordeal, and I understand the girl is still so bitter about it whenever she remembers. Okay, let's go.
Hi, can I help you?
No, thanks. We're fine.
Actually, I like this orange blouse. Can you keep it for me? Sure, thank you.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful orange blouse. Can I pay for it right now?
Sure, it comes to $9.99.
Stop. Yes, thank you.
I'm with them.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful orange blouse. Can I pay for it right now?
Sure, it comes to $9.99.
Hey, that's for my friend. Remember she told you to keep it for her?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had no voice again. Okay, the power dies down when somebody stands up for you. So, okay, thank you. And we are going to continue from there.
I have one too.
Yes, we will. Okay, we should do it. Start from the beginning.
Hi, can I help you?
No, thanks. We're fine.
Actually, I like this orange blouse. Can you hold it for me? Sure, thank you.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful orange blouse. Can I pay for it right now?
Sure, it comes to $9.99 including tax. The
blouse is really beautiful.
Thank you.
Hi, can I
Stop. Can I see this orange blouse that we put on hold?
I allowed someone else to buy it.
Why?
Because I know you guys won't be able to afford it.
Well, then why did you put it away in the first place?
Thank you. How do you feel about that, Josephine?
Embarrassed?
Embarrassed for what you did to
Yeah.
embarrass them.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Felt better, like someone was actually watching.
Yes, thank you. Somebody is showing you what to do. Be strong for yourself. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. And now we have the Sky Train incident. Sky Train. Yeah. Okay, you want a comment? Yes, please pass your comment.
I just want to really draw people's attention to the fact that these things are very legal. These interventions are very legal. The legal system is first and foremost cultural. And I can tell you that this is really, this watching, this ability to watch in the community to see what is happening and then intervene is very African. It's very African. But it's not exclusively African, it's very cultural. But I want to speak to the African piece. That in community, you will actually see something happening and you do not need a police, but you are a police. An old man is a police. An old woman is a police. Children are police people. We are all police officers. So police is not just a noun, it is a verb, policing, monitoring. That is a powerful piece that I can boast of, that we, those of us who are older, we can tell you is very, very African, and we need that. And that intervention is not something that we go to learn in the university how to do. It is part of us as human beings, and it's very cultural, and it is very legal. Thank you.
What's your name?
Paulson.
And Paulson, how old are you?
21.
Where are you from, Paulson?
I'm from Nigeria.
How long have you been living in Canada?
I've been living here for about 3.5 years.
And so you have a story to tell us. What is your story?
I was in the SkyTrain one day, and I was approached by a SkyTrain personnel, and he asked me for my SkyTrain ticket, and I showed it to him. Then all of a sudden, he said, "You're from Africa," and he gave me back the ticket. And then I went into the train, and I felt really unhappy and sad from then on when he said that.
The Sky Train.
The next station is Sturi Central.
Can I see your ticket, please?
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're from Africa, right?
Why do you say so?
Your accent and your hair, of course.
Well, you are totally wrong. I'm from Brazil.
Anyway, Brazil, Cuba, all of them, Ghana, they're all the same. So.
Stop.
No, but they will go through it again. Once more. All right, we'll start all over again.
The next station is Surrey Central.
Excuse me? Please, can I see your ticket, please?
Here you go. Thank you.
You're from Africa, right?
Why do you say so?
Your accent and your hair, of course.
No, you're totally wrong. I'm from Brazil.
Brazil? Brazil, Ghana, Congo, they are all the same.
I'll just be a part of the passengers.
Okay. All right, again. You are from Africa, right?
You're from Africa,
No,
right?
what if I take you from when they walk in?
Okay.
Yeah.
The next station is Surrey Central.
Can I see your ticket, please?
Here you go.
You're from Africa, right?
Why do you say so?
Your accent and your hair, of course.
No, you are totally wrong. I'm from Brazil.
I'm sorry, sir. What does where you come from has to do with anything?
Yeah.
I would like you to reenact that because many people didn't hear you well at the back.
Okay.
Say what you have to say loud.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
You're from Africa, right?
Why do you say so?
Your accent and your hair, of course.
No, you are totally wrong. I'm from Brazil.
Hi, sir. I'm sorry, but what does where you come from has to do with anything?
When we are bystanders, we shouldn't be passive. Please, let's be active. As if it's dangerous, then you have to call the cops. But something like that, you have to intervene. All right, thank you.
A round of applause for all our youth. And Domosa, this is how the elders behave back home, right? They intervene, they talk, elders are so active, and words of wisdom were just pouring from there. I appreciate that. So the next event here is the youth dance, African youth dance. So back in
you.
Thank you, Cheryl and Olamichulo. That was awesome. Thank you so much. So the next is songs by the youth participants. They have a song for us.
Excuse me, before they start, I'd like to tell you that these two songs they are presenting were written, the words were written out by two of them. I can show you the one in Kirundi and English by Josephine Niyo. And the one in Swahili and English was written by Joy Richard. Okay, thank you very much. And they didn't learn for too long, so bear with us. Okay?
This song is Igituma Jendirimba, which means the reason why I sing.
These words get so deeply in my heart. They're buried in my heart like precious treasures, waiting to be discovered. They can't be ignored. I can't be ignored. We can't be ignored. No. Igituma Jendirimba, nikubera shakurukundo. Not only for my own pleasure. This is for the girls that just couldn't get it. This is for the boys that just couldn't fight it. Why has the world turned so judgmental? Let's come together and we'll help. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Igituma Jendirimba, nikubera shakurukundo.
Is called Hakuna Mungu Isipo Wewe, which means there is no God like you. Hakuna Mungu,
Hakuna Mungu isipo wewe. Baraka zako, zako ni za milele. Hakuna Mungu, Hakuna Mungu isipo wewe. Baraka zako, zako ni za milele. Through this song I sing every day. Forward and hopeful
that there's a future for us in this land.
Our achievement lies here in our hands.
I'll always sing and dance every day.
This makes me happy and surely empowered. Let's sing and dance for joy. Hakuna Mungu, Hakuna Mungu isipo wewe. Baraka zako, zako ni za milele. Hakuna Mungu, Hakuna Mungu isipo wewe. Baraka zako, zako ni za milele. Now it's my turn to tell tales of our values. Yes, it's my turn to tell tales of our life.
In my schoolyard, my home public places, to all my friends and my acquaintances.
I'll tell my stories, I'll do all I'm able.
Will you listen to my tales and my fables?
Drink of their wisdom, their words of empowerment.
Hakuna Mungu, Hakuna Mungu isipo wewe. Baraka zako, zako ni za milele. Hakuna Mungu, Hakuna Mungu isipo wewe. Baraka zako, zako ni za milele. Ndayohe wakubu munyafirika. Najivunia kuwa Mwafrika.
going to go on to the next item, which is the storytelling by the artistic director. Comfort.
Okay, we have just 2 items more. So the storytelling has a lot of values in it. It teaches us not to look down on some people, and it teaches us to work always together in a community. And the title of my story is The Girl Who Was Changed into a Dog. As I tell the story, if you feel happy about it, you can say, Or if something really touches you, you can say, oh, what? You can pass some comments as you feel like. So, and there's a song in the story. It goes like this. Whatever I say, you just say, Onalele, everybody. Onalele, sing with us. Onalele. Onalele. Onalele, obiyeme. Onalele. Onalele, obiyeme. Onalele. Onalele, obiyeme. Onalele. Onalele, obiyeme. Onalele. Okay, the girl who was changed into a dog. A long, long time ago, some girls were ripe enough, they were mature enough to get married, like they do in some cultures in Africa, like they used to do in some cultures. There will be group marriages in certain villages. In this certain village, they were ready to go for marriage, and all the girls came out to the public place. They dressed beautifully. They put lots of beads, and they tied beautifully patterned clothes. They were ready to go and get married. And they all came to the public square, showing themselves to everybody. And as they went from village to village, they kept singing like this. Showed themselves to the people, and they said,
"Aren't we beautiful?"
Yes. And the people said, "Yeah, you are so beautiful." Yes. But look at that girl in the middle. Oh my God, see her beat. Oh, she's so beautiful. She's the most beautiful of all. And the girls didn't like that. And they bullied her and kicked her and shouted. And
we hate you. We hate you.
And they said, we will turn you into a mass. And they did just that.
Yibada, yibada, yibada.
And with their magic power, they turned the girl into a mask. And they picked the mask and went on. Showed themselves to the people.
Aren't we beautiful?
Yes. The people said, "Oh yes, you are also beautiful." But excuse me, look at that mask. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Oh, look at the mask. Oh my goodness. And they said, the people said, "Oh, if the mask were a girl, that would be the most beautiful." But the girls didn't like that. So again, they encircled that girl, bullied her, shuffled her, and they said,
"We want to turn you into a Rukeres! Yibada, yibada, yibada!"
And they turned the girl into Rukere, and they took Irukere, and they took it along with them. Onalele, obiyeme. Onalele, onalele, obiyeme. And again, they ask the people,
Aren't we beautiful?
yes, you are so beautiful. Look at those beads and those clothes. Wow. Look at that rukere. What do you say about that rukere? If it were a girl, that would be a beautiful. And this rukere, we are going to break it down.
We want to turn her into a calabash.
Yibada, yibada, yibada.
They changed her into a calabash. And they went up. Then again, they said, aren't we beautiful? Yes, beautiful. Ooh, that calabash, I've been looking for such a calabash. Oh my God, I wish I could have it. Then I would carve it and make it beautiful. And then again, they said they will break the calabash and turn it into a dog.
Yibada, yibada, yibada.
And the girl turned into a sickly looking dog. And it followed them, whimpering along with them. To the last village, and they were in the village square dancing. Everybody sing. And then some young men who came to watch came to see, because that day was the day for marriage for them. They all went and picked the women they wanted to marry. And so the young men picked all the wife they wanted, and the dog remained. Then one very good audience, the hunter who went hunting, remember that day was a special day. Oh, he ran to the village arena. When he got there, there was no girl left, only a sickly looking dog. Well, he said, I will take the dog and take it hunting with me. So he took the dog home and kept it somewhere, gave it food, took care of all it saw, and went to his hunting spree. So, when he left, the dog herself had some power within her, and she got up and peeled the dog's skin, and she became the beautiful girl again and started singing as she cooked and swept the house. Then she went back and put on the skin and stayed in her corner. The hunter came and saw the hut was very clean. Food was ready and piping hot. Who prepared this? Which spirit came in my heart? I have nobody to help. Then the following day, the hunter went again hunting. The dog repeated the same thing. Peeled off its skin, and the dog became the beautiful girl and started to sing. The hunter came again and said, well, I'm going to do something. The hut is always clean. My food is always ready. somebody must be coming here. There were no video cameras then. No. So the hunter decided to hide. Yes. So the hunter hid himself and pretended he had gone hunting. Again, the dog stood up and removed the skin and started to sing. The hunter was very shocked. His mouth could not close. And he couldn't believe what he saw. Then he held the girl and said, "You are not a dog?" She said, "No, all my friends were jealous and they bullied me and kicked me and changed me into a dog." Really, we will not be the only ones to listen to this. I'll take you to see the king. So the king was a judge. So they stated their case before the king. And then, as they stated their case, the women were sent for. The women and their husbands were sent for to come to the palace. As soon as they saw the girl, they couldn't believe their eyes. So the girls and their husbands ran away. And then the king married the hunter and the beautiful girl. And they lived happily ever among the young ones what you learned from that story today. The little ones first, you will talk. What did you learn from that story? Or you just listened? No, I want the younger ones first. Yes? That what?
You have to listen to the little people.
That we have to listen to little people.
That's good.
It's a good idea, but I don't. Maybe she knew where she got that from. The story. Okay. Okay. Yes, the first.
Yes. You see, this on this earth, destiny cannot be changed.
Yeah.
So it's a destiny. The girl is destined to be a beautiful girl and remain. So nobody can change your destiny.
Okay. Will be, whatever happens. Yes. And
me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same, regardless of whatsoever. Destiny will always be your destiny.
Yes. If people put you down and shuffle you and kick you and bully you, you will be what you are with your strength, by your own strength, your willpower, and what they are calling destiny. Here now. Thank you very much.
So I have to do.
Yes.
You know, this is actually this story covers everything. It covers everything. This I actually told the younger ones earlier that we are going to have. I'm glad Felix is there and listening to. Where is he? I saw him now. Mr. Felix.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. We are going to start. I'm just going ahead to say that we are going to have a reading club between Baobab and African Stages. We're going to have a reading club. We're going to pick a book and read. And I will be challenging you, we will be challenging you to make connection between the book you are reading and this story. But this story covers any book, any powerful, whether it is Shoinka, whether it is Umbuki, you are going to find that this book is about imperialism, it's about global politics. This story that you just listened to now. Listen to the first line. They are all beautiful. Remember that? They are all beautiful, all of them. The universe is full of beauty. Black, white, Europeans, Asians, short, man, woman, everybody is beautiful. There is beauty in nature. Did you hear that? That was the beginning. No, but people became jealous. Some of them became jealous. Okay? And in the process, they started, manipulating this person. And even the manipulations were failing. Nature was turning them into treasure at every stage. And then they got fed up in their jealousy. They said, okay, we're going to do the utmost. And which they thought was the utmost, as a matter of fact. It wasn't the utmost. But temporarily, it immobilized the lady. If you're African and you think deeply, I want you to see Africa in this picture. If you are a woman that is a victim of macho politics, I want you to see yourself in this picture. Whatever you are, if you are marginalized, I want to see yourself in this picture. So that conspiracy, which they thought was, they went to the utmost of making this person look like a dog. There's a word called underdog. You know that. Maybe it came from this story. So it became an underdog. But this person did not accept, did not internalize it. That is the key. And so when time came, she became what she had been. She became what she had been. We will be doing some of this, we will be doing these things. I'm glad about the Baobab and African Studies Convention. We will talk some more. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Domo. Yeah, so the next item here today will be the gumboot dance. And I don't know, many people probably know a little bit about the gumboot dance, the miners dance from South Africa. So when the miners go down to the mines, to empower themselves, they come out and they do a lot of dance to just encourage themselves. And so African Stages is using that to encourage themselves. It's a type of dance to encourage and empower themselves. And so you just listen and watch them. They use the gumboots to dance it, and that's how the original miners danced it. They've just been practicing. They're not quite experts yet, not like the real miners, but I think they're doing a great job. So sit back and wait up. Hey! 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 Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! Let me hear you say ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! Louder! Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! We are African! Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! No more racism! Ahoo! No more bullying! Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! Hey! Hey! Ahoo! Hey! Hey!
the youth, I want to say something that is so great about this youth. We are waiting. Mercy. We're waiting. Okay, I want to say something that is very important about what these youth have done. Most of them, some of them live in Vancouver, downtown and beyond. Some live in Burnaby or New West, and some live far away in all places in Surrey. So, but many times before I get there, because I have so many other things to do on the way, they are there before me. So the commitment was great. And I would like to thank some parents here today for helping me. They were virtually in the work themselves. The first parents who will thank here are the Lawals, Lawal family. They bring all their children all the way from Richmond, and when the kids don't come, they call me, they apologize. The following time, they've come to our rehearsals whenever we have rehearsals. And this is not the first time their children are there. They have been following us on and on from about 2006 or 2007. And then the other parents, Mercy Ojo, she doesn't even want to hear that the child is not going today. She has to go there. So, and I'm happy for her because the children who have been very enclosed, they are now opening up like a beautiful flower, and they are very good. So I'll just introduce all of them briefly, and then other parents too from Sierra Leone. The first day she came to see what we were doing, the mother of the children from Sierra Leone, and the one from Burundi. Those have been with us for a long time. Their mom is not here, but their sisters are here. Thank you very much. Introduce them from that side. We have there Joy Wanjiru Richu. And she's a UBC student, but she's just interested in working with she's from Kenya originally. Then we have Paulson Olamijulo from Nigeria. He has been with us too for quite a while. Wilson Osanya there from Nigeria as well. And then we have the latest entrant into the group, and his name is Ifeanyi Obaye. Also, the parents wanted him in that group. The mother is always coming to stand at the gate to make sure Ifeanyi comes out of the house. Okay? And then we have Azima. What? Oh, sorry. Because it's Abdul is originally from Sierra Leone. Azima and Yetunde are the next ones. They are originally from Nigeria, and they live in Richmond. We have Josephine from Burundi. She has been a long time in the group. She was very young when she came into the group. And then we have Whitney Fagbamiye, I think so. Adegbamiye, sorry. Adegbamiye. Also from Nigeria. And then we have Sally Bangura from Sierra Leone. Cheryl Olamijulo from Nigeria. And Florence Wimana from Burundi. And Sosa Aimiose from Nigeria. And my grandson. Thank you very much. If you have questions, if you have questions, we'll be ready to answer you before we have some snacks. Please ask us questions.
How long have you been doing this this group?
This group began, I think it's middle of February. Wow. Yeah.
And what was the motivation for doing this group?
The motivation was because many of our children here, they lose their culture. They don't fit into the new culture, so they are in the middle, they are lost. So we want to make them proud of that culture and be able to stand by it, and that will propel them on. That's why we did that. But what started it very originally in the past was I was working in Burnaby with some youths. They are bigger than this. They asked me, why do they have to go to school? When after school, nobody will give them any job. They will end up being janitors. So I cut papers of successful brown or black people and showed them and told them, Michael Jordan, if he comes here today, everybody will jump at him. And Oprah, if he is around, whoever will run to see her. So that is it. If you work very hard, you will succeed. So we started. And this is how my own parents taught me. My father was a bit lettered, standard 6 of this century, but my mother was not, but she was always telling me stories without telling me, don't steal. She would say, you know what happened to the leopard when she stole the porridge? He had spots because he had to do some test and jumped over the fire and fell into the fire and had spots. So as a little kid, I didn't want to have that. So I wouldn't go near things that were not mine. So that's it. So that's it.
One more question just to anyone in the group.
Okay.
What have you found that this dancing does for you? Say you come to one practice and when you leave, what do you feel after you leave?
When they are absent?
No, when you come to practice one of these events, and I'll pose a question to you. When you leave, when you're walking out of here, what do you feel?
I feel good, like all the dances and the stories here. If you're having a bad day, or if something bad's going on in your life and you just come to the circle, through the stories and the dances and the friends you have, you feel better. It's like everything, just the dance and the singing and the stories makes you feel better. And so you can walk out of here with happiness and you feel like you've overcome something, and that's a good feeling.
All right. Maybe just one more question. I'll pose it to who wants to answer? Okay, the guy here. So, do you find that doing these stories also helps you to identify with your roots or your history?
Yeah, actually, this story, it actually helps in the sense that when you're hearing back all these African stories, then you start getting connected with your African roots, where you're from. You start remembering all the times back, when you were back home, when you were all your friends back home, then you start feeling more connected.
Okay, thank
you. So what of the ones they born in Canada? How do you guys feel? You guys were not born in Africa. And how do you guys feel connected to this story? Whitney, how do you feel? Because you were born in Canada, and how do you feel connected to this story, bringing you to Africa?
I feel like we get to know what we're missing if we were born there, and we get to know more about our culture. Because many people, like Africans that are born here, if they go hang out with other people that may not be the same race as them, they won't get to like actually experience what our parents have experienced when they were there.
So you guys.
It just like makes you, it's like down here, like there's like Chinese community and like Indian community, and like there would be like, they would know like a lot about their culture, and like blacks here, like usually most of them are just, they would like take the mentality if you're black that you should be like, American black and stuff, but like this actually helps us like connect with our, like our true African roots and stuff. So it makes me happy. I love it.
Just have a question in regards to you've been focusing a little bit today on some of the anti-bullying, and you're bringing some of your stories to the table here. So I'm just wondering how, has this experience through drama and kind of telling the story in the circle, and eventually getting the story out into the broader circle, has it actually helped to deal with some of the kind of issues that you've had? Like, has it felt like you've been empowered to kind of deal with some of the racism and bullying that has actually that you encountered? If somebody would be willing to answer.
Yeah, it's not only the plays and just saying. Auntie also teaches us about how you can speak up for yourself, and it really helped me because I was going through it when I was about grade 7. It really helped me, and it also brought up my self-esteem. Yeah.
Please, the last. Okay. Oh. Thank you. The last person to join the group, for the few days you were in the group, how did you feel? Even if it's one word you can say, or one sentence, say that.
It was fantastic, amazing.
I just want to say, the last time I saw Ife Ali, he was like this. And he's saying fantastic. That's fantastic.
All right. Yes.
One more. Yeah. Now, I don't know if the assistant director has thought about documenting the stories of those children, or if they have themselves.
Yeah.
No.
These are
Yeah, that's what I want to add, because you're supposed to document it, put it in your website.
We are going to do it.
Yeah.
So do you guys feel proud of yourself being Africa?
Yes.
So in everywhere you go, you stand.
Yes. Yes. I told them whatever they do. Like, if you look at Lion King, it's an African folk tale. But see how they use their technology to better it and earn so much. And it's an real African folk tale. Yes.
Yeah, I really commend all the kids for all their performance and everything. But I want to pose a question. The director is not here. Is there any way with the African stages, because there's anti-bullying all around everywhere, in the lower mainland, everywhere in the world. So for what they are doing, how can it be promoted maybe outside? Maybe during the summertime, if something can be done in a park, that a lot of people will be there.
Yeah.
Will watch.
We are trying to work around that. I don't think everybody had a program, but you will see that we are partnering with some other organization, with the new organization Baobab. Later, maybe we'll move it big and be able to do what you are saying now. Maybe we'll expand it and do it, because it's not easy working and getting people together, coordinating it. It's not very easy. But when we are about 3 or 4 groups working towards it, we will be able to do a huge performance.
I said earlier that the story of Onadele covers everything. It's honestly, it is very comprehensive. The element of timing. Now we have our brother from Trinidad. Many years ago, we didn't know there was such a powerful filmmaker. Then we have our brother Felix. And videographer. So really, it is something that you can't stop fire. You can't stop running water. You can't quench fire that burns from the inside. That is. These are powerful principles that we really need to hold on to. If you read the stories of powerful people or powerful organizations, you will also see that there are some plateauing period, a time where when things don't seem to be happening. But that's okay. But I believe that even if that happens in our community, we like the dog, like the other dog, so-called dog, we will rise and then become what we were originally.
Yes.
Because energy is never destroyed.
That's true. Oh, that's true. Thank you very much. And before we go, I would like everybody just to say one word. Then we sing Hakuna Mungu and leave this song. Just say one word about how you feel. Everybody.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Empowered.
No, from there. From Joy.
Grounded.
I feel I feel supercharged.
Let's hear them. Awesome. We'll sing. No more that. Yes.
Happy.
Happy.
Confident.
Proud.
Overjoyed.
Fit in.
Empowered. Yeah, happy.
Empowered.